as I do, that we should be able to reform the criminal justice system so that it's not biased and treats everybody fairly. I guess you can use a snappy slogan like defund the police, but you know you've lost a big audience the minute you say it, which makes it a lot less likely that you're actually going to get the changes you want done.
Poor, intentionally false, and flat out wrong.
Now to a deadly shooting that's inflamed racial tensions in a Georgia community.
23-year-old Elijah McClain.
The senseless acts of violence.
If you're sitting here telling me that there was no way to subdue that gentleman.
Local reports suggest Blake was breaking up a fight.
The brutalization of minorities.
This is nothing new. I'm not sad. I'm not sorry. I'm angry.
The pleas for change.
The training has to change in the police force. The unions have to be taken down.
Where even an NBA head coach gets it.
Can I get some water?
More than the hope and change president.
I hear these fools on TV talking about defund the police and things like that. We need police reform and prison reform and things like that. Because you know who ain't gonna defund the cops? White neighborhoods and rich neighborhoods.
Frankly, this is who Obama sounds like.
U.S. spends $100 billion every year on policing.
That notion they keep saying that, I'm like, wait a minute, we just gonna leave, who are black people supposed to call, Ghostbusters?
An out of touch, let's not alter the system too much kind of guy. Barack Obama really has some nerve to portray himself as a non-slogan guy in the subject of police brutality and defunding them for a better and safer tomorrow. These officers were paid to physically harm protesters, trample them with horses, or leave a 75-year-old on the brink of death. Defunding the police would be a service, not a disservice, to the communities across this country. The thing is, Obama has close ties with the NBA and many of its players. Those same tight-knit relationships turned sour on this subject with many, including, in my opinion, the Boston Celtics' Jaylen Brown, president of the Players Association, protesting relentlessly and pushing for change, including H.R. 7120, the George Floyd in Policing Act. It is not the phrasing, Mr. President. It is the qualitative impact through quantitative allocation for the betterment of our society. As Congresswoman Ilhan Omar wrote, we lose people in the hands of police. It's not a slogan, but a policy demand, and centering the demand for equitable investments and budget for communities across the country gets us progress and safety. Just to add insult to injury, Obama said the key is deciding, do you want to actually get something done? Or do you want to feel good among the people you already agree with?
Police are funded with taxpayer dollars. Police stations stand up because of taxpayer dollars. They get new cruisers, shields, etc. because of taxpayer dollars. That means that they are a service. And they're a service that is answerable to us. If they're not answerable to us in the ways that we want, we could demand new service, and that's what this is. Abolish the police in favor of whatever that new service will be. Whatever that new service is that resembles justice that the people decide on.
Activists are marching, getting their hands dirty, and even placed in jail cells for protesting police brutality, and in effect met with more brutalization. The wave of protests this summer spoke volumes. We should not fund tanks and cosplay Call of Duty policemen on our streets. No, we should have mental health professionals called in times of crises. We should have more after-school programs, funding for teachers, safer roads, funds for the homeless to get back on their feet, jobs programs, etc. Not a guy or woman or whatever to be paid $250,000 a year to kill somebody. The key is not deciding to say a slogan. It's to call for and do everything in our power to mandate change for a safer society. In all, Obama showed how liberals fail, throwing a near completed puzzle to the ground, and lefties pick up the pieces and scraps to be placed together once again.